I want to thank you for being here on this important day as we urge the state of California to make the first time $100 million reimbursement to our youth to divert them from the school to prison pipeline. That's right. Thousands of California youth are incarcerated every year for low-level offenses, and it's time to stop locking up our children and start investing in their future.
It's important that we get this $100 million to invest so that we can shift the narrative of the education system to reimagining what justice look like for our young people and for our elders as well.
Diversion works. We know that if you divert young kids through these diversion programs, their chances of going into jail are way less than if they get arrested. We know that incarceration leaves kids worse off than it finds them. We know that diversion costs $5,000 per kid, whereas incarceration in Los Angeles costs $250,000 per kid.
We know that when we arrest a young person, that the recidivism is about an 80% chance that he's going to be rearrested. But when we place that same individual in diversion, whether it's a male or a female, that it shrinks the likelihood of them reoffending. So it's like 20 to 18%.
This request for $100 million is to establish the Youth Reinvestment Fund, which will allow community-based organizations to provide vulnerable young people with culturally relevant, trauma-informed services outside, I repeat, outside the criminal justice system.
We know that that diversion works, that it's cheaper, and it gives kids not just the second chance they deserve, but the first chance they never got.
Let it be said, this reinvestment, we need it because our officers are gathering these kids together, and we want to have them at least have the ability to get those wraparound services that they so deserve.
As the chair of the Select Committee of Boys and Men in Color, I have witnessed firsthand through the multiple hearings I have conducted up and down the state, the trauma that our children are suffering, and locking them up definitely is not the answer.